Thanks, everybody. All right, we're gonna mix it up a little bit. Pop quiz, the show of hands. How many of you wonderful folks love to travel? Come on, get it up. All right, that's awesome, so we can be friends. My name is Chad Cribbins. I'm the founder at Firefly, and our mission is to illuminate journeys. So travel is a huge part of my life, has been since young boy left home at 17. I've been traveling all over the world. I've been to 69 countries and counting. I'm currently living as an expat here in London, raising our family here, predominantly because we like to be able to travel. So this was me 20 years ago, slightly less mustached. And at that time, travel was a bit more primitive. So we had a camera, sure, but you had limited film. You had your trusty journal, but it was totally out of date. I meant guidebook. You had your trusty guidebook, it was totally out of date. Then, of course, you'd have a journal, but where the hell did you put your pen? So thanks to this supercomputer in our pocket, I don't need any of that stuff. But this tech utopia isn't without its challenges. The app ecosystem right now is a mess. Unfortunately, there is an app for that. I've got my pictures up on Twitter. I got my advice coming from Twitter. I got my pictures up on Instagram. I got my advice coming from Twitter. I put some commentary up on Path, but it disappears off into the ether. And then occasionally I'll send dear old mom a postcard from TouchNote. But none of these things are connected. None of them know about me. Firefly is about to change all of that. Before, during, and after your trip, Firefly will connect the dots. Firefly is going to help you plan. We're going to intelligently understand you and be able to make sure you have all the stuff you need and make smart recommendations. With our location awareness, we'll know you're in an airport, and therefore we can make sure you're prepped before you leave. Firefly is going to guide you. When I touch down in the big smoke, I want to know all the events, things, and places I got to go see. Myself, I like to do a little of the salsa, so there's no way I'm going to miss Notting Hill Carnival. Also, we're with you at every moment. So we're passively and actively capturing your whole entire journey. And that's things like weather moments and video moments, all these pieces, knitting them together in a beautiful story. And at the end, when you return home, we're with you then. We want to make sure you can relive these journeys with tangible physical mementos, like posters and photo books. Okay, so what about the market? Currently, right now in the US, the guidebook market is 2.6 million, which is not small. But over 1 billion people last year traveled. We crossed over the billion mark. It's ridiculous. And that, in some sort of comparison, if you look at Facebook right now, they're at 1.4 million users. But that's dwarfed by the 2 billion and growing smartphone market. And of that smartphone market, 60% have downloaded a travel app of some sort. And I haven't even talked about the $7.6 trillion that the overall travel market is. So how are we going to spread the word? Well, we're going to lean on our unfair advantage with the travel network. And their reach alone is hundreds of thousands of users. We're going to lean on our growing list of partners, and we hope some of you tonight will be in that list. And at the end of the day, it's really about making an app that people love. Because the best way to market an app is to build something people care about. So, smart guy, how do we make the money? All right, so it's a two-sided coin for us. On one side, there'll be the consumer model with the in-app purchases and the mementos we just talked about, which is interesting. But the best bit is going to be the back-end side. So this is our B2B play. We're going to know a ton of information. We're going to be able to throw machine learning in that and determine some interesting correlations and insights to sell to our customers. Not only are we going to know what you did, we're going to know where you did it, and with new devices like the iWatch, we'll know how you feel when you were doing it. This is all data that's massively interesting to tourism boards, airports, hotel chains. So I'm so proud of this team. These guys are amazing. We've got a wonderful collaboration with Goldsmith College, run by Dr. McGrierson. He's got a team of 4 PhDs who are deep in machine learning, and they're opening up new possibilities for us every day. We're creatively led. Our creative director, Will, has worked in the top agencies in London. Andy's got 5 apps up on the App Store already. Sean worked for the likes of Lonely Planet and National Geographic Travel Television. Abby, gone to London Business School, and he makes sure we're good stewards of our resources. Our advisors are keeping us on track. And today, unlike some of our other cohorts, we're actually not asking for investment. We've successfully landed a seed round. It was partly a Innovate UK grant, as well as a crowdfunding on Seedrs, where we hit our targets early, oversubscribed by over 200 investors from 17 countries around the world. So what are we looking for you today? We're looking to get Firefly into hands of millions. So we need some help with collaboration partnerships and distribution opportunities. Hopefully you can play a part in that. Thank you so much for listening to my journey, and I hope you can help us illuminate more.